Pete, as an offense, what were you guys able to do so well to start the game off in that first inning?
I mean, I think we just did a great job hitting the ball hard consistently and just controlling the zone and controlling the at-bats. And I thought our pitch selection was great all night. And, I mean, it was just a collective great offensive effort. And Tylor did a great job battling. He kept us in the game the whole time. Bullpen did a great job, and Reeder closed it out at the end. I mean, it's just a great, complete team win.
Knowing how tough it is to get here and stay here, what does it feel like from a teammate's perspective when you see a guy like Jared, who went over to Korea last year, started the year in the minors, and then comes up, gets an opportunity, and has a game like that?
I mean, that's huge for us. I mean, it's huge for him, huge for us, and I mean, that was a great swing, or great two swings. I mean, not only did he have the homer, but that was a great swing, line drive that he had in the gap for a double. I mean, he looked great. I mean, he's been having really good at bats, and but like tonight, you really get to see like what he's able to do. I mean, he's a great guy to have. I mean, not only is he a great performer, but I mean, a couple of days that he's been here, he's been a really good teammate. So he's been a treat to have so far.
That first inning, I think you guys sent 10 guys to the plate and only called 21 pitches. I mean, how much is that an approach thing of attack early, or are you just getting the right pitches early in counts?
I think, I mean, it's a combination of both. You know, I mean, whenever the pitches show up, you gotta capitalize, and I think we were able to capitalize on some of the stuff that was in the zone early in the count, and whenever we're just happy to have those pitches show up. So I think we did it as an offense. We did a great job of capitalizing when they did. So yeah, again, the whole night is awesome, not just that first inning.
What's going through your mind when you see that weird play with Nimmo and Soto crossing on the bases? Trying to figure out what's happening.
Well, I mean that sucks, but again, I gotta kind of just let whatever the umpires and Mendy kind of do their thing, because I mean, whatever the resolve is, the replay and whatnot, I can't really get too carried away with that. I got to focus and lock in on my at bat, what I'm trying to do.
Have you ever seen plays like that happen before?
I mean, very, very rarely. But I mean, I mean, as base runners, like that can be really confusing, because you really. I mean, I couldn't tell from the on-deck circle, and I probably would have done the same thing. I mean, it's, again, weird play. I mean, when you're in the heat of the moment, you're not really looking at the umpire. You're trying to just see the ball, and from my vantage point, I thought he caught it. I didn't know that I didn't know that the ball dropped. So it's, again, screwy play. It's probably not going to see another one like that this year. So, but again, just wanted to do the best I could with my opportunity at the dish.
I saw you brought the outfielders in for the kick celebration at the end. Where does that come from?
Well, I kind of want to keep that internal. We got some lore here, so we want to keep that in house.
Understand.
Yes.
Jared, what was tonight like for you? Home run, double.
I think it was just a great night at the ballpark. Good game by the team, and it felt great to contribute. When you get called up, you always want to kind of make your presence felt and really join the team and contribute to win. So that was kind of the big thing tonight.
Carlos Mendoza said that he really liked the quality of your at-bats coming tonight. What have you felt at the plate over these last 4 games?
Yeah, pretty comfortable. Trying to keep things as similar as possible to all the baseball you play, whether you're in the minors or in the big leagues, wherever you are. You want to just put good at-bats and be a tough out. And I felt that way, and I'm glad that the results showed up tonight.
Jared, 613 days between major league home runs for you. Did it feel that long? Did it feel maybe a little longer on the journey?
Felt that long, yeah. I mean, it's the best league in the world, so you got to play your best to be here and have success here. But I'm glad to be back, and that one felt good.
What was the biggest thing to kind of keeping the faith through everything you've been through, that you would be able to get back here and produce the way that you have?
I guess just believing in yourself. You believe in yourself and believe in the player that you are. I feel like it takes care of a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs in kind of any career. I don't care if you're playing baseball or doing anything, but I feel like the more you believe in yourself, and you can get to where you want to go.
Jared, what has it meant for the organization, but also Mendy, to show confidence in you several days in a row in the starting lineup, in the middle of this lineup, and getting multiple opportunities in a row?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great. I mean, you take a look at this team from the top down. I mean, it's pretty good ball players and win a lot of games. So to get thrown into it, I feel like I belong, and I feel like it's a good spot and a good fit, and I hope we can just keep winning some ball games.
Tylor, early on in the game, very fastball heavy, and then seemed like you adjusted and started mixing a lot of your pitches. Was that based on the types of swings you saw them taking pretty aggressively early on?
Yeah. Definitely looked me up. First couple innings seemed like. Was spitting on the lows, kind of just changed the game plan, get down in the bottom of the zone, and then kind of go north-south. The curveball, threw a lot of curveballs there, get them out front, swing and miss and chase. Then about second, third time through, then it started to like really open up. And then, yeah, some strikeouts followed, and then I just kind of grinded through it today. Didn't feel like I had my best stuff, but worked with what I had.
What felt off, and how were you able to grind through, especially getting into the sixth the way that you did tonight?
Just more so the hitters fell off, having some long ABs there. And then obviously, I had walk in the first, walk in the second, but then obviously back walks there in the sixth, what killed me. And then Budo coming in saved me. But yeah, for the most part, after the third or first, second inning, settled in nicely, attacking hitters, and then just mixing locations and a little bit of pitch sequence there. And then, just controlling the running game with batters on or runners on, and yeah, finish solid, I'd say.
Brandon, can you just run us through what happened in that play there from your point of view?
Yeah, when Soto hit it, thought that's down for sure. It's a double or better, and so went to go around the bag, have my back to the play, and then I heard the crowd act like the ball was caught, and so I turned around and went to go get back when I saw him on the ground, and tried to get back to first base. So yeah, that's what happened. Went and looked at the play afterwards. Probably, I guess, not be so aggressive. Maybe just watch the play a little bit more. So I think that's probably the fix to it. But still, I mean, I went back and looked at it, and he caught it short hop. So I can see where everybody was confused and thought that he caught the ball. So it's just one of those plays that's kind of unfortunate.
Did the second base umpire signal anything?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been that triple play, in the Nationals, and I'm not really looking. So I'm going more off of what the instinct is. So when I turned around, I was heading for first base, assuming that the ball had been caught. So I wasn't looking at the umpire.
A little sense of relief when Pete hit that home?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I mean, what a great inning. I think almost the whole lineup had a hit, so that was fantastic. Definitely glad that Pete hit the home run there. But I mean, the whole offense did a great job there in the first inning, and obviously glad to put runs on the board because we needed all of them. We ended up winning by 2 runs. It was a close game, so great start by the offense.
In that inning, you guys were all pretty much attacking early in the count. Is that sort of an approach thing, or were you just getting the right pitches?
I think we were getting the right pitches. Trying to preach that controlled aggression. But when you get your pitch, to be ready for it, whether it's the first pitch or the last pitch of the at bat, maybe being the 6th or 7th. So, I think it's just that controlled aggression, and he was putting the ball, where we were looking for it. So, it was a good job of execution in that first inning by the offense.
After sprinting halfway to third, and sprinting all the way back, glad you're able to trot at least some of the way.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I was booking it because I thought, oh man, he hit that really well, and let's see if we can score on this. I was honestly surprised it ended up being a home run. So you never know these early months here in City. So I was glad to be able to kind of cool it down around third base.
As far as that play, it's the second base umpire's call, right? Like the ball, and you kind of passed him already, right? So who can you look to get an idea of what?
You're supposed to look at the third base coach, but like I said, I've you're kind of using all of your surroundings. And when I heard the crowd, make the sound like it had been caught, that kind of flipped the switch for me in my head. And I was like, all right, I'm going back. With the home crowd, you can usually tell. If it was a visiting crowd, I wouldn't use that. But the home crowd, you can usually tell. And so that kind of flipped the switch for me, and I just went with that instinct as soon as it was just flipped the switch and like, okay, I got to get back, see if they'll screw this up, and maybe I can get back to first base, So that was what I was looking at.
It was actually the first base ump who made the call there, I guess, because he had like the angle of the
Okay.
ball in the gap. So I think there's really nothing you could have done because that's way behind you. You wouldn't
Exactly.
And Sorbo doesn't have a good angle. either,
Right.
Like,
Yeah. I went back and I looked at the replay. Sarby kind of, he kind of was like, as soon as I turned around, he was like, oh crap, like he needs to come. But it was, like I said, I went with my first instinct as soon as I heard the crowd. And, like you guys were saying, there was no umpire initially when I made that decision. So, I was just going by, what I've been using for many years now, just the whole environment. You can usually tell what's going on, and I totally get it. I mean, it short hopped into his glove. From perspective, honestly, if I was watching it, I probably wouldn't have even been sure what exactly to do. I probably would have been looking around trying to find out, and then probably would have found the umpire, even if I was like halfway in between first and second, and just been trying to get a call and then just get back. But since I had passed the bag and I didn't actually see the play, I just I went ahead and said I'm going to go ahead and try and get back and see if I can at least salvage this not being a double play. It ended up not being, so that's one silver lining, but glad that our offense came through and it ended up not being too big of a deal there at the end.